It is a game that unites all of us Seminoles and delights all of us who love our university, and the game itself creates an emotional bond among students and alumni. That bond carries across time and generations, and it draws us back to this place. There is an almost mystical aura that surrounds these ancient grounds. And from time to time, there are those who claim to hear the echoes of ghosts, spirits of the Seminole and Appalachian Indian tribes, and the young men and women who also played a ball game here on this very ground 400 years ago. A Spanish priest described the basic components of the game as a tall goal post, a small hard buckskin ball, and two teams. They painted their bodies in colors associated with the dominant clans, he said, and in preparation for the game, an elaborate series of rituals was observed. Players assembled in the main council house or around the goalpost to maintain a vigil during the night before the game, talking very quietly and occasionally howling like wolves. A new fire would be lit before the game. This fire was carried out onto the playing field, and the chief was to advise the players, exhorting them to risk their very lives in the quest for victory. The priest generally disapproved of the game. He noted that fights would sometimes break out among opposing spectators, and that those who defended the game argued that this was merely healthy competition between villages. As you can see, what took place on this very spot 4 centuries ago remains very much the same today. And our warrior hearts all still beat with the same spirit. This ceremonial lighting of the spear marks the beginning of the game. The ceremony only takes place the night before the contest, and only exceptional individuals are chosen for the honor. You are the exceptional individuals who will light the spear tonight. Tracy Marple is the spiritual carrier of that flame. She led the procession to the unconquered. Andy Miller is the sentinel escort. He will stand with you on your right. Michael Espada is the guardian of the unconquered. He will stand with you on your left. Steve Riley is the protector. He and his vanguard stand vigilant to ensure that all is well and secure. Dr. Greg Beaumont is the chancellor and counselor, reminding us always to keep the mission of the university foremost among our intentions.
For more than a century, the symbol of Florida State University has been a set of 3 flambeaux, or burning torches. They represent the eternal virtues of viraz, artaz, and moraz, physical, mental, and moral strength, which the university teaches. Now a 4th torch burns throughout the night and day during the great contest which takes place here on this ancient ground. Here on the same grounds where the Appalachian tribe also played a game of 2 teams with a ball and goalposts 400 years ago.
This new flame tonight represents the spirit of reckless courage girded with honesty, pride. The Seminole word for that is hajo, and that word summons the independent spirit and will to win that resides in the heart of every Seminole. Who are these candidates who desire to give life to the ceremonial flame?
I am Michael Espada. The candidates, Joanne, Szaro, and family, are my friends and will light the symbolic torch in the spirit of Don and Alex.
And who will speak to the character and worthiness of these candidates?
I am Andy Miller of the Sentinel. The character and reputation of these candidates, Joanne, Szaro, and family, evinces the strength of a courageous spirit, the spirit of Don and Alex, that the Seminoles call hajo.
And what is the meaning of this ceremony?
I am Dr. Greg Beaumont, the Chancellor. These candidates sustain and affirm the greater mission of our university, intensifying the fire and adding brilliance to the light of civilization that must always push back against darkness.
The candidates' names are recorded. Joanne, Szaro, and family, in the spirit of Don and Alex, this 4th day of September 2015. Would you please take a step forward?
The great Seminole leader Arapaika was a man in his 70s during the Second Seminole War. He lived to an age of more than 100 years, his story told and retold in legend and song. He was never captured, never agreed to leave his land, triumphed in battle, and spoke bravely at every meeting with the soldiers, saying that he would never, ever give in. He died a free man on free soil in Florida. The true strength of the Seminole people was forged among those with noble hearts, who refused to accept defeat, who never stopped trying to win, and who persisted through terrible trials and adversity until they emerged triumphant. That same symbolic, unconquered spirit is embraced by those of us who cherish Florida State University.
Honoring the powerful leadership and character of Arapaika and embracing the spirit of reckless courage that is Hajo, I charge you now to make this eternal symbol of fire visible to all to see and for all to know. The unconquered will triumph over all. To never concede defeat, to never give in is the Seminole legacy and is the symbolic spirit of Florida State University.
You have accepted the honor and the obligation of lighting this ceremonial flame. Much depends on your sincerity and fidelity. The spirits of 4 centuries look upon you this evening.
This fiery beacon remind us of the timeless legacy of the Seminoles and of our devotion and commitment to our university. And may it strengthen our resolve to embrace the indomitable human spirit, the spirit of unconquered. Congratulations.